Conference season underway, toughest test of the year for College of the Canyons as the number 4 ranked Citrus Owls in town to take on the Cougars. Hello everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you with us. College of the Canyons at 10-6, coming off of a conference win in their last matchup. January 10th against Glendale, a 72-69 win on the road. A good win for the Cougars out on the road against the Glendale Vaqueros, but a very tough test in the 15-1 Citrus Owls, who Brett Lauer and company, the number 4 ranked team in the state. They've won 10 in a row, and they are 9-0 at home this year, 6-1 on the road. Their only loss to Fullerton, 116-113. So a high-scoring team this year for Citrus, as they have been impressive. We'll look at the starting lineups right now, starting with the College of the Canyons Cougars. Howard Fisher, the head coach for the Cougars, will send Donovan Cornelius, Julius Washington, Thomas Pickens, Dwayne Boston Jr., and Craig Irons to the floor to start the game for the Cougars. 77.9 points per game. They shoot 43% from the floor and 27.6% from three. One of the worst three-point shooting teams in the state this year in College of the Canyons, hoping to find a way to stop this high-scoring Citrus offense, who comes in and will start like this for Brett Lauer and company. Leo Ricketts, Mary Meadows, J.J. Sanchez, Dev Hamilton, and Rockwell Reynolds. As you can see, Citrus, the number 1 scoring offense in the state of California at 104.5 points per game. They shoot 53.4%, which is also number 1 in the state, and they're number 2 in the state at three-point shooting percentage, shooting 49.2. They are absolutely impressive from the floor this season. They only allow about 79 points per game, which is actually near the bottom third of the state, believe it or not. But when you're scoring 104, that does not necessarily matter. We will step aside for now as we get ready for the opening tip-off. College of the Canyons and Citrus here from Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage when we come back. Welcome back in. Lee Smelser, court inside the Cougar cage as we are ready to go. College of the Canyons, Citrus College here from Santa Clarita, the 4th-ranked Owls, and the 10-6 College of the Canyons Cougars. Citrus looking for their 11th win in a row, make it 16-1 on the season if they can get it done here today on the road. Citrus 6-1 on the road this season. They've won the last 13 meetings against College of the Canyons and are 20-4 all-time against the Cougars. As we get ready for the opening tip, won by Citrus despite the fact that Craig Irons tipped it down, but then a miss early as Dev Hamilton couldn't lay it home as Tommy Pickens was able to get back and defend. And then a Dwayne Boston Jr. miss on the other side. And we'll get our first half-court offensive set of the ball game. Rockwell Reynolds trying to take Irons off the dribble. Now they'll try and get it back to Reynolds down low. He has it stripped from behind by Tommy Pickens. He'll slide it ahead to Julius Washington, and Washington will try and slow things down for Canyons. Irons calling for it on the inside, but Washington will keep. Stops his dribble, sends it outside to Dwayne Boston. Now inside to Irons, working against Reynolds, trying to get to the rim. Now he stops up as he's double-teamed, needs to move the basketball, nearly threw it into the backcourt. Pickens did all he could to save it. 2-on-1 back the other way for Citrus. They go for some showtime, and they get a lay-in from Dev Hamilton. Hamilton averages 14.1 points per game. When you look for Citrus, Leo Ricketts 20 points per game, Amiri Meadows 13 points per game, J.J. Sanchez 13 points a game, Hamilton 14 points a game, and Reynolds 15 points a game. Those are all 5 of their starters on the floor. 2-0 lead here early for Citrus. Three-pointer for Canyons, no good. Already 0 for 2 from triple for the Cougars. And back the other way, Citrus with a 2-0 lead. Here's a three-pointer from J.J. Sanchez from deep, and he knocks it down. Sanchez from well outside the three-point line. It's a 5-0 run, so Citrus out to a good start despite a little bit of sloppiness in the early minute and a half. Here's Donovan Cornelius handling for College of the Canyons. He gets it to Tommy Pickens, who will try and set up a 3 from straight away, and he rattles it home. First 3 of the ball game for Canyons. Pickens averages 14.3 per game. Him, Washington, and Boston, the only 3 Cougars averaging in double figures this season. Here's Citrus moving the ball around. Sanchez for 3, no good from the wing that time. Long rebound pulled down by Washington. Canyons will work it back the other way, but Washington has it taken away. Back the other way, Citrus on a little bit of a 2-on-1. Sanchez tried to draw contact, couldn't get it to fall, and then Reynolds draws contact on the other side, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 here. Foul went against Julius Washington, first foul of the ball game. So 5-3 the early score. Reynolds this season from the foul line, 69%, misses the first. Reynolds 25th in the state in field goals made, 105 of 188 this season. He's 47th in the state in field goal percentage at 55.9. Has been very tough to handle on the inside. Knocks it down. It's a 1 possession game. 3-point lead for Citrus here. 6-3, just underway in the first half. Boston will send it ahead. Washington, an 18-foot jumper that's no good. Rebound pulled down by Hamilton, and he'll bring it out up the floor on the near side. Citrus in their black jerseys with black numbers and white outlines, maybe dark blue numbers with white outlines. It's tough for me to tell from up here in the broadcast booth. Canyons moving to the goal in our left side here in this first half in their whites with blue numbers and gold trim. Pickens a 3 that's no good. Rebound pulled down and quickly the other way. Leo Ricketts off the backboard and in on an ahead pass from Mary Meadows. Makes it 8-3. Citrus coming out in their full court trap, trying to trap the Cougars and get a takeaway. Nearly did. Boston will recollect. Throws it out towards Washington on the far side. He'll break the trap. Gets it ahead. Cornelius a layup that's good. So Cornelius gets the bucket. Washington with the assist. Citrus comes right back down the other side of the floor to make it 10-5. I was looking down, didn't see you had the bucket. We'll get it for you here in a second. Washington steps on the sideline, turnover on Canyons. Ricketts had the made layup for Citrus. They've got a 10-5 lead. Turnover on the Cougars. That has been a problem this year for College of the Canyons. when you look down the line, 14.2 turnovers per game. Citrus 14.3, so right about even. Over the last number of games for the Cougars, it's all been over 10 turnovers a game. They had 19 in their win on January 3rd against LA Pierce. And at times find themselves in a little bit of a turnover struggle. There's a timeout off a made bucket from Citrus. 12 to 5, excuse me. The run here early on with 16:15 to go as Meadows with the layup on the assist by Ricketts, and Howard Fisher wants to slow things down here a little bit. Citrus certainly a team that wants to get out and run as much as possible. You don't score 104.5 points per game if you don't get out and run. And we've seen it with the trap press so far as well. They've been such a good team this year. You look at the numbers for Citrus, 594 for 1,113. 53.4% from the floor. Compare that to Canyons, who's made 150 buckets less on nearly the same amount, just 200 shots less for College of the Canyons this season. So Cougars shoot very well from the floor, all things considered, 43.5%, but at the same time, that's only about middle of the pack in the state of California. It just shows you how well some of the top teams have been shooting this year. Again, Citrus in their press trap. Canyons will break it. They get it to Irons on the block on the near side. He'll put it on the floor. Tried to spin against Ricketts. Now he needs, against Reynolds. Now he needs to send it out to Pickens, who catches it. Pickens trying to drive. Pickens fouled on the floor. That's one thing with Tommy Pickens. He'll put his head down, he'll go to the basket, try and draw contact, and he does there. Brett Lauer not happy with it. Has his hands out looking at the officials like he kind of just ran into my guy. But they say no, it's the arms up that creates the foul. Washington will catch on the inbound. Here's Boston on the far side of the floor. Rockwell Reynolds out to guard him. Craig Irons out of the ball game as Canyons brings Jeremiah Williams into the ball game for the first time today. A miss for Canyons. Citrus quickly back the other way. Hamilton drives, counted in the foul for Dev Hamilton. That actually didn't get us to the right thing, so we'll try and get that corrected. Our replay system not operating. But we'll fix that, and we'll get everybody dialed back in. Alex Sanchez into the ball game. There's a foul that'll send Tommy Pickens to the line as Rockwell Reynolds went to the bench. Hamilton missed the foul shot, so Citrus on the ball game, 1 for 3 from the line, but 6 of 10 from the floor already. Pickens will go to the line to shoot 2. Pickens 70%, 38 of 54 this season. Canyons has really not done a great job getting to the line at times this year, although they're still inside the top 15, 24.8 foul shots per game, 18.1 made. But when they've struggled in ball games, they have not been able to get to the line. And you've got to figure they need to get to the line as much as possible here against the Citrus team, who really flies on the offensive side of the floor. 7-point Citrus lead, 5:24 to go here. Owls with the basketball. J.J. Sanchez, as Canyons comes out in a full court trap press of their own. Now Alex Sanchez into the corner. Three-pointer for Ricketts, no good. Canyons couldn't pull away the rebound. Underneath the basket, a shot from Meadows didn't go as Williams stayed right with him, and now Williams will run it up the floor on a pass ahead. Gets it to Pickens on a wing 3 in transition. That's good. And Pickens, with 8 of the Canyons' 10 points so far, makes it a 4-point game. Here's J.J. Sanchez working against Dwayne Boston. On the near side, gets to the block, kicks it out. Alex Sanchez wanted to drive. Instead, he'll send it to the far side, and Amiri Meadows will knock down a 3. Meadows, a 40% three-point shooter on the season, just 6 of 15. He's really in there for his defensive capabilities as well. Still averaging 13.5 a game. He's 5th in the state in steals, averaging 3.5 per game this year. Here's Washington, lost the ball, then had it stolen away. And Amiri Meadows right on cue with an easy layup back the other side. And it's a 19-10 advantage here for Citrus as they run that back the floor. Boston didn't get a foul called as he got to the basket. Quickly back the other way in transition, Citrus. And a blocking foul, going to be called as Hamilton lays it home. You can see Boston didn't get the contact call on that side, but Hamilton on the other side, and I think, Williams never really got his feet set. 21-10 here, Citrus, and this high-scoring offense just already starting to roll. 21 points in the first 6 minutes of the ball game. Meadows with 7, Hamilton with 6, Ricketts with 4, Sanchez with 3. It's been the Tommy Pickens show on the other side for College of the Canyons with 8 of the 10. Hamilton 0 for 2 from the line. Ricky Rivas into the game for the first time for Canyons. Wyatt Wilson there as well. He'll try a 3 that's good. Wyatt Wilson knocks one down, fresh into the ball game off the bench. Wilson, a 23% three-point shooter. Has been up and down since missing time December 15th against Napa Valley. He's had 2 games with no points, including against Glendale on Saturday, but starts his game off today with 3. So 3 on the other side that's good. Boy, J.J. Sanchez, 46.8% from 3 this season, 29 of 62 coming in. He's 33rd in the state in three-point field goal percentage. He's already 2 of 3 from the line today. Canyons on the other side, good passing. Dwayne Boston Jr. gets a finish. The Cougars trying to keep pace, trailing by 9. Here's Sanchez, he can shoot it from there. Instead, he'll get it to Ricketts, who will try a 3 that's short. Wilson, who can jump out of the gym, rips down the rebound. And we'll send it to the near side to Ricky Rivas. We'll try and bring it up the floor for Canyons. Rivas had it poked out of his hands by Dev Hamilton. It'll stay with Canyons here. Cougars need to be careful. This is a Citrus team that's very aggressive on the defensive side of the floor. You've looked at the steal numbers this year. Citrus second in the state in steals per game, averaging 13.5 this season. So you certainly have to be controlled when you have the basketball in your hands. As this Owl team always looking for steals. There's a foul before the ball even got in play. Goes against Grayson Boosted. Picks up his first foul. Going to be the 3rd foul on Citrus here. So Canyons will now inbound from below the basket. Wilson probably got away with one down low as Ricketts went down to the floor. Williams will finish. 24-17. Citrus out in front. Here's Sanchez is playing catch. Alex Sanchez now tries to go to his left. Boston cut him off. He got it to Ricketts. Ricketts driving into the paint, runs into 4 white jerseys, had it blocked from behind by Williams, and then a tie-up on the floor. Held ball, Arrow Canyons. So good defensive possession that time for College of the Canyons. Kyle Sims will check into the game for Citrus as they get through their rotation here. For the Owls right now, Ricketts, JJ, and Alex Sanchez, Brady Orr, and Grayson Boostad. For the Cougars, Cornelius, Rivas, Wilson, Williams, and Boston. There's Cornelius for Canyons. Escapes the trap, gets it to Williams, who tried to force it down low to Wilson, and Citrus quickly back the other way, passing the ball up the floor. Now they work it around the perimeter. Here's a Sanchez 3 from straight away. Got tied up. Should have got a foul called for him, but did not. The Cougars will go back the other way. Rivas stripped from behind. Alex Sanchez will bring it back into the front court. Boostad down low, or trying to work. He had it knocked away from him by Cornelius and then dribbled it on the end line. It's Canyons basketball. Substitution coming for Citrus. Dylan Victorio will check in to take over for J.J. Sanchez. Canyons will break the press here, but Cornelius has it stolen from behind by Victorio. Again, talked about already, Canyons, you really need to be careful when you have the basketball, even when you think you have a clear path. This Citrus team defensively is always looking for the strip. There's just a turnover on Citrus on not a very good pass from Alex Sanchez. And instead, we'll go back with Canyons. So 3 times down the floor, the Cougars have gotten defensive stops. They just haven't gotten anything to show for it back up the floor. They turn it over once again. That was a beautiful play from Victorio, but then he had it stripped from behind, and the Cougars go back the other way. The defense is turning up the heat here. Boston draws contact, and he'll go to the line. Boston just kind of, I mean, he wasn't really in a lot of control, but had just enough to draw the contact. Was trying to go for the Euro step. You could see Alex Sanchez back deep, and Sanchez immediately afterwards threw his hands up like, I don't even know what I did. Doesn't matter. Boston to the line, 76% from the line, 61 of 80 this year, 45th in the state in free throws. Misses on the first, though. Got to make your foul shots today if you're College of the Canyons. Got to keep yourself in the ball game any way you can against this high-scoring offense. When you consider things for Canyons, they only average 77 points per game. They give up 73, which is 40th in the state. So you've got to play a solid defensive game against a team that hasn't scored under 80 points at all this season, and they've scored 100 or more points 11 times in 16 games. And during this 10-game winning streak, they've done it 7 times. Been held under 100 in 2 of the last 3, but they did score 103 against Antelope Valley on Saturday. Wilson's 3 no good. Rebound off Cornelius out of play. Citrus basketball with 10:53 to go. 24-18 the score. Owls out in front. Citrus 2-0 in the WSC-South, along with West Los Angeles sit at the top of the standings right now. And then you have a pileup of teams at 1-1 in College of the Canyons, Bakersfield, Antelope Valley, and Santa Monica, with only LA Valley and Glendale winless so far this season. Grayson Boostad will go to the line, 66.7%, 12 of 18 of the season after the foul on College of the Canyons. Foul went against Julius Washington. Boostad knocks down the first for Washington, picks up his 2nd foul, so that'll send him to the bench. Brings Ricky Rivas back out onto the floor. We'll get Brady Orr off the floor for Citrus, as I believe Alex Sanchez came back in, or actually maybe it was Leo Ricketts. 25-18 the Owl lead. Both foul shots from Boostad are good. Canyons will get the ball in play. They break the press. And Rivas will slow it up here on the front court on the far side. Williams. Cornelius now for Canyons. A work to his left. Spins back to his right. Lost his defender in Boostad and draws a foul. Boostad, maybe the hand on the hip. Take a look. I don't think he touched Cornelius anywhere, but that was a tough look. But nonetheless, it's going to get Cornelius to the line. If you're Canyons and a Canyons fan, you'll take it. Got to get to the line any way you can. Cornelius gets the first one to rattle home. Donovan this season, 68.9%, 31 of 45. He's one of the better foul shooters from the line last season for College of the Canyons. Tommy Pickens up to the table. Will check in after Cornelius makes the second. He'll come in for Jeremiah Williams. 6-point Citrus lead so far. Pickens leading the way for Canyons with 8. Meadows with 7 for Citrus leading the way. Here's a foul, count it, and the foul for Mikhail Sims. Ricketts just kind of throws it ahead. Sims was behind everybody. Cornelius was kind of late getting back, and you see the foul. We'll send Sims to the line to try for the old-fashioned three-point play. 8 of 11 from the line for Sims this season. Didn't play in 6 of the previous 8, but getting an opportunity here today off the bench to start this ball game. Makes it and puts it back to a 9-point lead. Rockwell Reynolds back into the game to replace Boostad. Citrus back with a 9-point lead. Canyons ahead to Tommy Pickens. Couldn't get it to fall. Boston the offensive rip. Turns back towards the basket, puts it off the window and in. Good work from Dwayne Boston Jr. that time. Citrus though quickly back ahead. They'll put up a 3 in transition that's good. from Kyle Sims, just his 6th triple of the season. And all of a sudden it's a 10-point lead. Here's Boston. Wanted a step back 3, instead got it to Cornelius. Now to Pickens on the far side, up to Rivas between the circles. Canyons working it back into Boston on the mismatch against Ricketts. Put it up over the top of Reynolds, who came over to help but couldn't get it to fall. Reynolds with the rebound. Citrus back ahead in transition. A 3 from Victorio, no good. Cornelius the rebound, barely kept his toes off the end line, and will bring it up the floor. Cornelius again. Canyons trying to work it inside to Boston. Boston with a mismatch down low against Ricketts. Ricketts at 6 foot. Boston stands at 6'6". Canyons trying to use that to their advantage as Reynolds guarding the other side of the floor. And now Craig Irons will come in. Boston will get some minutes onto the bench. Meadows in to take over for Leo Ricketts. Here's Rivas inside to Cornelius. Cornelius trying to work against Sanchez, backs him off. Follow a 5-footer that's no good. Rebound came to Wyatt Wilson, who took his time finding a way out and gets it back up to Rivas. Wilson again. Now to Cornelius in the middle of the floor. Trying to get down low to Irons, but active hands from Citrus creates a turnover. Victorio drawing a foul on a Euro step to the basket. Will get himself to the line. It's another foul on Donovan Cornelius, I believe. Good active hands that time by Reynolds. As Canyons got the switch they wanted, just couldn't get it down low. Past the big 6'9" center out of Rancho Santa Margarita. Victorio 82% from the line, 14 of 17. Didn't play in the win over Antelope Valley, getting an opportunity off the bench here today. Knocks down the first 2. Perez checking in for College of the Canyons for the first time today. Deb Hamilton taking over for Alex Sanchez. Cornelius to the bench for the Cougars with 2 fouls. Ricketts and Boostad each with 2 fouls for Citrus. It's an 11-point lead. Victorio can't make it a 12-point lead. Rivas back up the floor for Canyons. Here's Pickens, far side, driving. Blocking foul called against Amiri Meadows. Picks up his first foul. Gonna put Canyons in the bonus, so we'll shoot 1 and 1.
Meadows first.
Pickens, who's rather reliable from the line, all things considered, misses the first of the 1 and 1. Citrus on the other side, a 3-point attempt is good. Mikhail Sims coming alive from 3. He's got 9 to lead the way for Citrus. The lead 36-22. Irons will get a dunk on the other side as Canyons finally able to work the press break to perfection. Again, Canyons trying to work for an easy bucket, and they'll get it. Back-to-back buckets on press break transition from Canyons. Reynolds trying a 3 that was no good. Canyons again with the rebound, but they turn it over. Meadows again lays it to Hamilton, who lays it home. There's Wilson, a transition 3 that doesn't fall. Back the other way, Citrus. On the move again, Meadows will throw it out. Sims thought about a 3 instead, now we'll get it to Reynolds. He'll kick it over. Victorio will try a 3 that's good. Boy, the Owls starting to light it up from 3. 6 of 13 from beyond. 41-26, timeout on the floor. We'll go with it. 41-26. Citrus leading Canyons. Pickens out of the timeout, knocks down a three. (41-29). Irons can't get that one to fall, but then he's fouled. They say the foul is on the floor, so Irons will not get a bucket. Instead, he'll go to the line for 1 and 1. Irons 64% from the line this season. Howard Fisher trying to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand here early on. Irons been quiet for the most part today. Just 2 points on a transition bucket. Makes the first of the 1 and 1. Craig's been shooting much better from the line as the season has continued on. 16 of 25 coming into today. Doesn't get to the line very often for a 7-footer. Misses on the second, so he splits the 1 and 1 an 11-point Owl lead. Dev Hamilton will bring it up the floor. Try and get it inside to Rockwell Reynolds, but he could not handle it. Wayne Boston into the game to take over for Craig Irons. 41-30, 6:05 to go. Here in this high-scoring, fast-paced first half. Reynolds out of the game with Irons on the bench. As they'll bring Brady Orr back in, both teams going small. Rivas for Canyons. So the Cougars right now with 4 guards on the floor. Here's Boston. Offensive foul on Boston. Good sell from J.J. Sanchez. Boston with a hard shoulder into him. Sanchez took it, sold it as well. Definitely an offensive foul by the looks of it on the replay. Howard Fisher concerned, making sure Dwayne Boston okay. Looks like he is. So go back to work at a 41-30 Citrus lead. Hamilton driving, muscles Justin Perez off him and gets the bucket. So Hamilton now in double figures. 5th straight game in double figures for him. 11th time this season he's done that. Makes sense. Shoots 63% from the floor, which is 16th best in the state. And he averages 27.7 points per game, or points per 40 minutes, I should say, which is 49th in the state of California. So he is very good. One of the guys that averages in double figures out of the 5 starters for Citrus. Here's Perez. 12-footer that's no good. Owls quickly back up the floor. Orr stops his dribble, gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez far side to Alex Sanchez. He drives, draws contact, and gets himself to the line. Perez and Pickens were not able to slow him down. And they'll give it to Perez. Alex Sanchez, 68% from the line. Sanchez makes the first. This is a Citrus team that gets to the line an awful lot this season. 312 foul shots made on 422 attempts. They shoot 73.9% from the line. That's both 6th best in the state. They average 26 foul shots per game, 19 and a half of them made. That's 4th and 3rd, respectively. So they are very good at getting themselves to the line, doing damage from there as well. 15-point advantage. Pickens will try a three that's well strong, or saves it. Outlets ahead to Hamilton. Nicely done by Citrus as they work back up into the offensive side. Here's Alex Sanchez. Gives it over to Meadows. Down low now to J.J. Sanchez. Trying to work against Tommy Pickens. We'll set it back up to Alex Sanchez. He'll put it on the floor. Fell down. Wyatt Wilson the steal. Baseball pass ahead to Boston. Boston, high bounce, Euro step, miss. Pickens the follow, no good, but gets his own rebound and puts it back home. Pickens now with 13, in double figures for Canyons. Pickens are another guy that averages high in 40 minutes per game. 32nd in the state with 31.1 points per 40. There's a held ball on the floor. Citrus possession. Pickens snaps a game of 3 straight under 10 points with this 10-point performance. Had 10 or more in the previous 11 before that. Previous 11 games played before that. So good to see him back on track through the starting lineup. For Tommy, actually just his 8th start of the season. He's been mostly off the bench this year. Here's J.J. Sanchez. Wyatt Wilson guarding him. Sends it over to Meadows. Meadows able to back off Rivas. Missed. Couldn't get the rebound. It goes out off of Meadows' foot. He wanted a foul on the play. Probably be tough to tell. I think he wanted a foul on the rebound, which might have been there. Cougars turn it over on the inbound. Meadows smartly done. Offensive foul on Alex Sanchez, though. Good recovery by College of the Canyons. Boy, Meadows just athletic right there. But then the turnover credited against Jeremiah Williams, but he was able to come back and make a good defensive play to make sure Citrus didn't get another bucket. 45-32 the score. Boston needs to get it across the timeline and does to Jeremiah Williams. He'll get it to Ricky Rivas up between the rings. He'll move to his right. Now back to Boston. Pickens on the near wing. Rivas in the block on the near side. Down low to Boston. Out of his hands. Turnover on Canyons. 14th turnover of the ball game on the Cougars. It's been all Citrus so far. Canyons a takeaway. Pickens runs right to the bucket and lays it home. Nicely done from Tommy Pickens. 45-34, back within 11 here. Got to chip away in the final 3 minutes here if you're Canyons. Continue to try and get stops on the defensive side. Alex Sanchez runs right into Wilson, kicks it to JJ. JJ with a three is good, boy. JJ Sanchez, 9 points, 3 of 5 from 3. He's knocked down a couple with hands in his face. That's 48-34. Here's Boston working against Alex Sanchez. Offensive foul against Boston as J.J. Sanchez draws it. Nicely done by the Citrus defense again. Boosted checking back in for Citrus. 10 Hassan in for Boston here. Citrus just right back to work. Another bucket for the Owls. Here's a three from Pickens on the other side that falls home. Rivas had an open look for three, didn't take it. Hamilton and Pickens, the leaders for each side, trading buckets. Pickens now with 18, 4 of 7 from 3 and 6 of 11 from the floor. Canyons with 8 to shoot here. Williams has it stolen as Dev Hamilton reached in and took it away. Now he drives, and a blocking foul called against Ricky Rivas. Hamilton misses the first of 2. Hamilton struggling from the line today, 0 of 3 so far. 6 of 8 from the floor for 12 points. Sims and Sanchez each with 9. For Canyons, it's been all Tommy Pickens on the offensive side. You've gotten 5 from Boston, 4 from Cornelius. That's pretty much the highlights of it so far. Now 7 of 15 from 3, 18 of 36 from the floor. 7 of 12 from the line. The Cougars 13 of 29 from the floor and 5 of 11 from 3. One of the best three-point shooting starts to a ball game for College of the Canyons today. There's a missed 3, but an offensive rebound. Sanchez right back up the floor, missed on a layup. Wilson, the rebound, got it to Rivas. Rivas with 106, got it to Hassan. Probably could have been a travel, but instead it's a bucket for Jeremiah Williams. Back to an 11-point lead, but Dev Hamilton finishes with 2 hands. Howard Fisher not happy with the defensive response. Ball drifted away here. Clock keeps running away. There's a foul coming back up the floor on Citrus. And Jeremiah Williams will go to the line for 2. For the Cougars today, 5 threes for them. 10th game in a row with 5 or more threes in a ball game, but just has not been their strong suit when you're shooting 15 plus a game. Williams makes the first of 2, 72% from the line this season. 37.4 left. Craig Irons at the table to try and check in. Williams makes the second. Irons will come onto the floor for 10 Hassan. Final 33 seconds, the first half. 52-41, Citrus in the lead. Canyons gets a takeaway. Wilson created it. Pickens found him. Wilson bounces it into the corner to Williams, who just throws it away. Citrus will give it back up ahead, but Alex Sanchez kicked it off his own foot out of place with 14.1. It'll be Canyons basketball. Need to pick it up here. 11 seconds to go in the first half. Rivas finds Pickens. Pickens trying to drive against Hamilton. Throws it back to Rivas. With 3 to shoot, he'll put up a 3 that's good. Ricky Rivas, his first triple of the season, comes in the closing moments of the first half. Makes it 52-44 Citrus after 20 minutes of play. We'll be back in about 15. Forgot to get you off the replay, so we've been replaying it the whole way, but nonetheless, you've seen it all. Haven't been that far behind. So 52-44, we'll go to a break, come back, second half action.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees. They catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
After a lifetime in this game, a bad joint shouldn't stop you from sharing some skills. Our same-day hip procedures keep you playing on.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So large, they call you hang time. But say, someday you catch a bad landing. Our advanced knee operations keep you playing on.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
You've tossed that same ball over and over and over for years, until maybe you overdo it. Our technology lets you heal quicker to keep you playing on.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go. So.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Pretty tight first half between Citrus and College of the Canyons, all things considered. It is an 8-point Citrus Owl lead, 52-44 after 20 minutes of play. Let's look at the first half numbers. Citrus, 19 of 39 from the floor. Canyons, 15 of 31. So the Cougars keep the pace. Both teams shooting 48% from the floor. Canyons, 6 of 12 from 3 compared to 7 of 16. For Citrus, the Owls 7 of 13 from the line, the Cougars 8 of 11. And they've out-rebounded Citrus in the ballgame, 23-19. The biggest problem is 16 turnovers, just 11 for the Owls so far in the first half of the ballgame. But a tight game here for College of the Canyons. Trying to knock off the number 4 team in the state. They would need a rousing comeback, trailing by 8 after the first half. But you did your job, kept it close after 20 minutes of play. Some halftime adjustments for both sides, and we'll get ready to go here. Citrus and College of the Canyons. Second half in just about 30 seconds. Good crowd on hand for this one here today. Thank you for joining us on the web as well. We appreciate it. We'll have women's action up after this. Citrus and College of the Canyons. First men's and women's doubleheader in conference play here today. Next week we'll have a couple of games here at Lee Smelser Court. A couple of days here at Lee Smelser Court, Wednesday and Saturday. A 2-game week for Canyons at home as they'll take on West LA and Santa Monica next week. We'll have baseball in between on Wednesday. On Friday, as baseball will open their season against Saddleback here at home on Friday. Starters for both sides out on the floor. Same starters as in the first half. Canyons will get the first bucket as Dwayne Boston on a good cut to the basket. On a nice pass from Donovan Cornelius. We find ourselves at a 6-point ball game, 52-46. Here's J.J. Sanchez down to Ricketts. Gets around Craig Irons and lays it in. Citrus answers right back. Here's Pickens for 3. He had an excellent first half. 4 of 7 from 3 with 18 points, but he misses there. Now Dev Hamilton riding to the basket right behind Amiri Meadows. Lays it in on a beautiful pass from Meadows. For Meadows, that's his 4th assist. For Hamilton, he's got 16 points. Cornelius knocks down a 3. And from a 10-point game, it's down to 7. So right away, fast and furious to start here in the second. Pickens was trying to draw a charging foul. Instead, it's an easy bucket for Rockwell Reynolds. Now Pickens on the other side driving to the basket, trying to draw contact, didn't get it. Missed it off the side of the backboard. Citrus back the other way. Ricketts for three, no. Boston the rebound. Wanted a long outlet, instead just slows down, lets everybody run back up the floor, and we'll bring it up into the front court. Here's Boston trying to drive, 2 steps into the lane, puts it up with the right hand. That was a really tough shot that he didn't get to fall. Meadows back the other way for Citrus, gets it to Hamilton. Now to Ricketts. Ricketts trying to draw a foul against Cornelius, threw his head back, didn't get it. Instead, we'll play on. Here's Hamilton trying to work against Washington. They throw it into the back court, but nobody touched it completely on the floor back behind the line, so it stays with Citrus, but they miss on a chance. Irons the rebound. Washington up the floor, trying to slash towards the defensive press from Citrus, and now has slowed things down. Washington waiting for anybody to move. Canyon's not really doing much. Howard Fisher going to make a substitution here. Irons turns it over. Guess who? Amiri Meadows. He'll lay it in on the other side as he stopped right underneath the basket. For Meadows, that's his 5th steal of the ball game. 60-49, Citrus has now opened the lead back up. 2 subs, Hassan and Rivas coming in. Washington and Irons off the floor. Here's Cornelius off the inbound play, a 3 that's no good. Hamilton the rebound. Ricketts spins away as he brings the outlet up the floor. Sends it to Sanchez, who stepped on the sideline. It's a turnover on Citrus. It'll be Canyons basketball. (60-49). 17:05 to go here in the second half, just underway. So 52-44 Citrus advantage after the first 20 minutes. They've opened it up to 60-49, back to an 11-point lead. Here's Dwayne Boston wanting to drive. Little stutter step stop up in the lane, no good. Rivas with the rebound. Hassan couldn't save it as Rivas just tried to get it to him. There's a held ball, possession with Citrus.
Jump ball, 30 hours.
So 60-49. Citrus back to work with the basketball here. Here's Dev Hamilton. Already with 16 points in the ball game. Has it stripped by Dwayne Boston. Just took it away from him as Hamilton tried to muscle Boston down towards the basket. Then Boston fouled coming back up the floor. Ricketts wanted an offensive foul, was pointing for it, but I think the entire way Reynolds was never really set. As you can see, Boston and Hamilton just kind of fighting back up the floor. Yeah. Reynolds never got in front of Boston that time, so Dwayne Boston Jr. to the line. One of 2 from the line today. Misses on the first. Pickens with 18 and 4 rebounds for Canyons, leading the way. Hamilton 16 points, 6 boards for Citrus. Those are the only 2 ball players in double figures so far. Boston makes 1 of 2. Pickens will check out. Wyatt Wilson will check in. So 10-point lead here, 60-50. JJ Sanchez had it poked away for a second by Wilson. Wanted to drop it for Ricketts instead, keeps it himself, backs Rivas off, now tries to draw contact, but put it off the window, then looked and put his hands up towards the official like, I don't get a foul called for that either. Didn't matter, made the bucket, 62-50. Cornelius a missed 3, Wilson an offensive rebound. They'll work it around to Cornelius again. He'll dribble behind his back, drives against Reynolds, and puts up a tough right-handed shot in the lane. It's a nice shot from Donovan Cornelius. Citrus, good passing. Ricketts steps out of the corner for three, no good. Meadows the offensive rebound. He works back into the near side corner. Sends it far side to Ricketts. Drives baseline. Tried to throw up a circus shot and drew a foul. And we'll go to the line here. Foul against Ricky Rivas. And Rivas just leaning back, and that's what draws the blocking foul. Ricketts, 79% from the line, makes the first of two. What a tough day today so far has Leo Ricketts. Just 6 points, 3 of 8 from the floor. And has not made a three. He's the number 2 3-point shooter in the state with 65 threes on the season. Shoots 54%, but Canyons has been able to hold him down. There's a Meadows steal. Meadows approaching double-digit steals. He's got 6 now. And give him double-digit points. As he's got 11. Him and Sanchez both with double digits now. Wilson a layup on the other side. Good pass from Eten Hassan. Keeps it within somewhat striking distance. As a 12-point game. Sanchez straight away through with nobody on him, knocks it down. You cannot let J.J. Sanchez have that much room. Him and Leo Ricketts usually, if they get open looks, will make them more often than not, it seems. There's Boston, and he rolled his ankle, kind of going up, a little awkward, running back up the floor. 69-56. Here's a Meadows three that's no good. Cruising through was Alex Sanchez for the rebound, but he lost it. Boston trying to work off that issue he had with his ankle. Dribbles out of trouble. Now gets it back, goes to the rack, lays it in. Nicely done from Dwayne Boston. Good pass from Ricky Rivas, and it's back to an 11-point game. Here's Dev Hamilton. That's a tough shot. Gets a foul called. I'm not sure where the contact was. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's right there. It was Donovan Cornelius right on that. And see kind of his hip jut out right there. And that's what drew it. Hamilton misses on the first of two. Hassan and Wilson off the floor. Williams and Pickett's in, or in as well to take over for Meadows. Dev Hamilton, who's had 6 foul shots and only made 1 of them today, checks out after he makes the foul shot. Makes it 70-58. Into the game, Dylan Victorio. Lead is 12, 13-51. It's been a fast-paced game today. Blocking foul, counted in the foul for Jeremiah Williams. And he was inside the restricted area was Alex Sanchez. Both feet planted clearly inside. It's a 10-point lead, can get it to 9 as Williams to the line. Does not knock it down, so it'll stay a 10-point game. First miss of the day from the line in 3 attempts for Williams. 70-60. Here's Ricketts for 3. Just ice cold from downtown today. It's been a struggle for him, 0-5. Here's Pickens. Been quiet in the second half. Boston's picked it up for Canyons. He's got 12 now. Williams now to Pickens. Pickens trying to work the screen and roll with Boston. Instead, we'll get into a step-back 3 that's no good. Victorio, the defensive rip. Leo Ricketts will bring it back up the floor for Citrus. Drops it for J.J. Sanchez. Now Alex Sanchez trying to drive against Rivas. Finds a cutting Victorio towards the basket, but he lost it. Then had it poked out of his hands. by Jeremiah Williams. Julius Washington checking back in, as well as Grayson Bostad. Rivas and J.J. Sanchez off the floor. Ricketts catches, drives, lays it off the window and good. Nice body control from Leo Ricketts. It's about the 10th time today after a Citrus make, the ball goes rolling back up the floor. Has had to waste time for Canyons to go pick it back up. Ball out off of Citrus with 12:30 to go. Ricketts now in double figures with 10. So Hamilton, Sanchez, Meadows, and Ricketts all in double digits. Only Rockwell Reynolds, the only starter who averages in double figures. Not near it with only 3. Julius Washington gets a lay in. Washington very quiet today. That's just his first bucket. He was on the bench for most of the first half with 2 fouls. Makes it a 10-point game once again. Here's Alex Sanchez. Citrus has led the entire way. Had a 5-0 run to open, and they led the rest of the way. That ball out off of Citrus on an errant pass by Brady Orr. We'll get Mikhail Sims back in to take over for Alex Sanchez. And Canyons can try and cut it to a single-digit lead here, trailing by 10 with 12:04 to go. And Citrus in that press trap. Canyons will break it this time with Pickens. Pickens throws it away as he was trying to get it to Washington. Can't have the turnovers. That's the 20th on the Cougars here in the ball game. Inside of 12 minutes to go. Oh, yeah, that's a foul on Boston. Good shoulder check from Dwayne Boston on Ricketts. 3rd foul on Boston. So we'll have to keep an eye on him. Howard Fisher seems content to leave him on the floor. Bustad back to Ricketts, extra pass. Victorio had it blocked. Coming through was Williams to block it, and then it's out off of Citrus. Did Williams get a hand on that? I don't know if he did or if Victorio just lost it. Yeah, it looks like he certainly did. Canyons quickly back to work off the inbound play. Washington just couldn't get the roll. Citrus the rebound back the other way in transition. Bustad driving, no. Pickens the rebound. 2-on-1 for Canyons if Pickens wants to take it. Instead, he takes it himself and missed. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. And neither side running the break able to contribute. And we'll go back the other way with Leo Ricketts. Spins into the painted area, draws a foul on Jeremiah Williams, I think they'll say. Yep. Ricketts 2 of 2 from the line today. Canyons really hasn't been within 10 since the break. 73-62. About halfway gone here in the second half. Ricketts misses 1 of 2, so it'll stay an 11-point game. Washington spins away from Ricketts to break the timeline. Canyons trying to get into an offensive set here. Pickens in isolation now gets it to Dwayne Boston with 8 to shoot. Boston trying to go one-on-one against Bustad. Got to the block. Gets it off the window and in. That's good work from Dwayne Boston Jr. to find a bucket. It's a 9-point game. Boston now with 12. Nope, 14. The numbers haven't ticked ahead on the web yet. 9-point Citrus lead. Nearly a Citrus turnover. Instead, Bustad will get a 3 from the corner that's no good. Boston fights his way in for the rebound, his 6th board of the ball game. And Washington will bring it up the floor. Canyons trying to tighten this thing up a little bit. Put some pressure on the number 4 team in the state. 9:54 to go. They get it inside. Williams lays it home. Williams now in double figures with 10. Canyons back within 7. Victorio driving makes it back to a 9-point game. Good work by Victorio that time. Victorio now with 6 points in the ball game. Meadows and Hamilton checking back in. Wilson back in for College of the Canyons to take over for Dwayne Boston. Here's Cornelius. Julius Washington now the far wing. Gets it to Wyatt Wilson. Bustad guarding him. Now Jeremiah Williams. Williams little shoulder fake, drives, kicks it to Pickens. 3 from the corner, that's no good. Victorio the rebound, outlets to Hamilton, ahead to Bustad. Finds Meadows cutting to the basket. He lays it home and the foul. That was beautifully done by Citrus. You like the offensive run up by the Owls that time. If you're a Citrus fan, and they're right back to an 11-point lead with a chance to make it 12. Meadows does make it a 12-point game. Ricky Rivas will check in to take over for Donovan Cornelius. Meadows nearly a steal. Jeez. Already 6 steals from Mary Meadows. Nearly another steal for Meadows as Canyons almost passed right into it. Instead, they get it ahead. Here's Pickens, but he stepped on the sideline. .12-point lead. Too many turnovers on Canyons here. 21 of them in the ball game. Citrus 14 points off of turnovers so far in the game. They haven't controlled the ball much better themselves, 15 turnovers, but leading 78-66. Dev Hamilton will go back to the line again. Sixth foul on Canyons. Next one will put Citrus in the bonus. Here's Meadows, blocked by Wilson, but it fell right into the lap of J.J. Sanchez, who lays it in. Now it's a 14-point lead. 18-footer from Washington, no good. Citrus the rebound, Hamilton ahead. They pass it to Meadows on the far side. And he's fouled, and we'll go to the line. So Meadows misses both. Stays 80-66 here. Rivas trying to bark out some directions here. Hamilton again, no good. Then a foul off the rebound. Washington picks up his third foul. And Salmon into the game for the first time will go to the line. Makes the first of two. Salmon 5 of 10 on the season before the game. Here's Cornelius from the corner for Canyons. Citrus has stretched it out, 83-66. Boston trying to drive, draws a foul. Three no good from Canyons. Quickly back the other way. Hamilton just driving right to the rack. Boy, big strong strides from the guard out of Montgomery High School in San Diego. He's got 21. It's 85-66 with 5:56 to go, and Citrus has blown this thing wide open. Pickens inside. Washington off the window and in. Washington just his second bucket of the ball game. There's J.J. Sanchez. Sanchez 4 of 8 from 3 for 14 points in the ball game. Hamilton approaching a double-double. Next rebound will give him a double-double. Wilson nearly created a takeaway. Instead, it's Ricketts to Hamilton, who's got an easy bucket for his 23rd point of the game. He's 11 of 13 from the floor is Dev Hamilton. 5 straight games over 10 points. Salmon picks up his third foul in short order. He's only been in the ball game for 5 minutes. Tommy Pickens will go to the line. Victorio and Alex Sanchez checking back in. Pickens makes the second, 87-69, 5:15 to go. Timeout on the floor. Citrus rolling in this second half, outscoring the Cougars right now 35-25. And are well on their way to another 100-point output with 5 minutes to go the way they operate. We'll stay right here for Canyons on the road this weekend. As they will head out to LA Valley on January 17th. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is the first time LA Valley's had a men's basketball team in a number of years. Checking on that right now. Victorio a three that's no good. Pickens on the other side gets a bucket. Citrus will take a timeout here.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's games are running live stream via YouTube on the Cougar Sports Network. Can't make it to a future home game? Be sure to visit COCathletics.com and click to watch live. And tune into the Cougar Sports Network men's basketball live stream. And our sports information.
So 87-71, first time out of the ball game taken by Brett Lauer and company.
For news, information, statistics, photos, live stream links related to the college's 17 intercollegiate sports.
Sorry, internet's not cooperating with me here to look that up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time LA Valley's had a team in a few years. Actually, you know, I did this the hard way. Or maybe I just don't remember. They did have a team last year and they were 1-13, so maybe I just don't remember LA Valley having a team, which is highly possible. Anyway, we'll go back to work in this one, 87-71. Offensive foul on Citrus here.
Offensive foul, Sanchez, 30. 17.
Turnover on the inbound from Dwayne Boston Jr. And I know what I'm thinking. LA Valley hasn't had a women's volleyball team in a few years, from what I recall. So, things happen. Possession arrow points towards Citrus, but I believe it would be Canyons, as I think Citrus had the last held ball and the officials discuss it. And that's it is the table is required to help with that, and the scorebook does, but the officials generally have a way to keep track themselves. It's usually something in one pocket or the other is usually how I've seen them handle it in previous times. Doesn't matter. Citrus gets a takeaway as J.J. Sanchez steals the pass. Alex Sanchez now driving to the basket, counted, and the foul. And the Owls are running away handily with this one with 3:49 to go. 89-71. Alex Sanchez just his first field goal of the ball game. Knocks it down 90-71, so Citrus up over 90 points once again. Pickens, little scoop shot, no. Irons, put back, no. Got it a second and a third time, and he's fouled. Craig Irons will go to the line. Remember, women's action, 7 o'clock, the scheduled start time for that one. Citrus and College of the Canyons. Citrus 4 and 12, Canyons 5 and 11. On the women's side. Irons misses the first of two. Pickens, Boston, Williams, each in double figures for Canyons. Pickens 21 and 5, Boston 14 and 6, and Williams 10 and 6. For Citrus, Hamilton, Sanchez, Meadows, Ricketts all in double figures, with Hamilton a rebound away from a double-double at 23 and 9. Meadows 4 steals away from a double-double at 14 and 6. Ricketts quietly with 11 points without making a triple today. He throws it up underneath to Victorio, who missed. 3:23 to go. Indians needs to start knocking down shots in a hurry. Stop clock shots will help. Pickens will go to the line.
Ricketts
Third foul on Leo Ricketts.
19 shooting for the Cougars is Pickens. Williams in. Cornelius Myers out.
Pickens makes the first of two. Second is good as well. Tommy, 23 points in the ball game. Victorio driving and lays it in. He's got 8. And the energy out of the building right now with a 92-73 lead. Here's Pickens for 3. No. Easy rebound for J.J. Sanchez. Leo Ricketts back the other way. Throws it to Victorio, who draws a foul against Ricky Rivas. Boston pulls down the rebound. Off the miss. There's Rivas on the other side, misses. Jeremiah Williams with a bucket. Howard Fisher timeout. 92-75, 2:26 to go. We'll take the timeout.
This Saturday with the Wizards of LA Valley.
we go back to work. 92-75. Rockwell Reynolds a bucket. Reynolds back on the other side again. 90 seconds to go. Boston had a 3 on the Canyon side. Here's a miss. Then a takeaway. Cornelius, no. Boston put back, no. Ricketts back up the floor. Blocked by Wilson. Touched by Ricketts, excuse me. Canyons basketball. Final 1:10 to go here. So garbage time minutes. Brady Orr back in.
Orr checks back in, replacing Ricketts.
Alex Sanchez knocks it away. Picks it up as he's rolling on the floor. Boostad missed on a reverse layup, but Mikhail Sims picks it up. He's got a stop-up jumper that doesn't fall. Got the rebound after it tipped and missed. Got it again, put it back up, missed again. The final 38 seconds will tick away. Boston to the rack, lays it in. 19 for Dwayne Boston to go with 8 boards and a losing effort. 96-80 the score. Citrus gonna get to 16-1, stretch the win streak to 11. For Canyons, they fall to 10-7 in the ball game. In the game. A 3 makes it an even 99, or an uneven 99, we should say. Final 5 seconds here. That was Brady Orr for 3. Boston adding 2 more for good measure to get to 82 points in the ballgame for Canyons. Boston with 20. And it's a final of 99-82. Citrus with the win. Women's basketball switching over streams here in just a few moments, coming up at about 7 o'clock. Thank you for joining us on this one. We hope to see you at 7 for the women's game.